In Chapter 12, we'll be discussing clay, glass, metal, wood, and fiber arts. Traditionally, in Western society, we've tended to separate the crafts from the arts. Crafts are made with different materials such as clay, glass, metal, wood, and fiber. Art is generally paint, marble, or bronze. Craft objects tend to be decorative, while art makes a personal statement. This distinction has been disintegrating since the 1970s. Many artists began making unique objects for gallery exhibition out of craft materials. Also, viewers began to appreciate the high level of skill, taste, and labor that goes into crafts such as quilts, dishes, and stained glass. Craft and art thus began to draw together, and the barrier began to break down. This change in attitude brought Western thought in line with that of other cultures around the world and throughout history, who haven't made the distinction between art and craft. In fact, the word craft means skill. The art and science of making objects from clay is called ceramics. A person who works with clay is called a potter or ceramicist. The ceramic process is relatively simple. Potters create functional pots or sculptural forms from soft, damp clay using techniques of hand-building methods such as slab, coil, or modeling, or by throwing, which is shaping clay on a rapidly revolving wheel. The potter's wheel was invented in Mesopotamia about 6,000 years ago. The potter's wheel allows potters to produce circular forms with great speed and uniformity. After a clay object is fired or put in a kiln, it is coated with a glaze. A glaze is a specially formulated liquid clay paint with a silica base. During the firing process, the glaze vitrifies. It turns into a glass-like substance that fuses with the clay body, creating a non-porous surface. Glazes can be colored or clear, translucent or opaque, glossy or dull, depending on their chemical composition. Firing changes the color of most glazes so radically that the liquid that the potter applies to the vessel comes out of the kiln an entirely different color. Some present-day potters use ancient methods, firing their pots in open fires that reach only low and generally varied temperatures. A pioneer in the American Southwest pottery revival, Nampeo, has been rediscovering these ancient techniques. Working in the 1890s in collaboration with anthropologists, Nampeo learned that the long-forgotten symbolic vocabulary of ancient wares was important, and through this process she revitalized her own work and that of many other potters. In the mid-1950s, the artist Peter Volkos brought ceramic tradition together with modern art expression. He extended the horizons for both art and craft. With his rebellious spirit, Peter Volkos revitalized ceramic art and helped touch off new directions in other craft media. Glass is an exotic and enticing art medium. Chemically, glass is closely related to ceramic glaze. As a medium, it offers a wide range of possibilities. Hot or molten glass is a sensitive, amorphous material that is shaped by blowing, casting, or pressing into molds. Seattle-based artist Dale Chihuly produces such pieces with a team of glass artists working under his direction. In the series C-Forms, he arranged groups of pieces and carefully directs the lighting to create suggestions of delicate undersea environments. An original Dale Chihuly installation is located on the Gonzaga campus in the Junt Art Museum in Spokane, Washington. Innovations in off-loom fiberwork have taken the fiber arts into the realm of sculpture in many new ways. Magdalena Abakanowicz has been at the leading edge of non-traditional uses of fiber since the 1960s. Her powerful series called Backs has an unforgettable quality. The work, which is done in burlap, is both personal and universal. The earthy colors and textures of the formed burlap suggest the capacity to endure dire hardships and to survive with strength. Her forms have what she feels all art must have: mysterious and bewitching power. She said of her work, "I want the viewer to penetrate the inside of my forms, for I want him or her to have the most intimate contact with them, the same contact that one can have with clothes, animals, skins, or grass." The artist Faith Ringgold is a fiber artist whose paintings, quilts, and soft sculptures speak eloquently of her life and ideas. Her happy memories of her childhood in Harlem in the 1930s provide much of her subject matter. Born in Harlem to working-class parents, she was encouraged as a child to succeed by their example. Her themes are highly varied. Some are personal and autobiographical. Some are about important African American cultural figures. Her story quilt, Tar Beach, tells the story of a fictional Cassie, an 8-year-old character based on Ringgold's own childhood memories. Cassie would go up to the asphalt roof of her apartment, called Tar Beach, with her family on hot nights and have dinner, play cards, or play with her siblings. Faith Ringgold has also published a children's book, which features her story quilts. The artist Ken Meister from Davenport, Washington, creates quilts and wall hangings every winter, when he's not busy with farming. His material is partly scraps that are donated, with the occasional purchased fabric. Paisley eruption came from an idea one night before the artist was going to bed. Meister drew out the idea on a large piece of paper, then traced it onto the material to make the pattern. All of his work is done by hand, usually by candlelight, including the finishing stitches. Before we conclude this chapter, I'd like you to consider the differences between art and craft, the differences between artist, artisan, and craftsperson, and whether or not you think these differences are valid. Also consider the minor arts and the major arts, and whether you think these distinctions are valuable or not. If you can, try to look on the internet for the artist Faith Ringgold.